So we're on our way out to Nolette's roller derby game. She's playing, where are we?
We're in Melbourne. We're playing Molly Rogers Roller Girls, I think is the name.
We're playing Molly Rogers Roller Girls. Well, not we. I'm not playing. That sounds terrible. Wheels on my feet? What kind of craziness is that? Last time I put wheels on my feet, I broke my freaking wrist. Nolette's all dressed up in her roller derby garb. See that? Look. Ooh. There's a star on her face. And she's got like a little flat build thing. And I'll show you later, but she has on some crazy high leg things.
Very well.
Oh, we didn't eat anything on the way out here. I was starving like crazy. I think all I had to eat today was a small chicken soup at home, which wasn't very much, and nothing else. So we stopped in the 7-Eleven for my fuel.
Jammer fuel here. This is what's going to get me scoring a couple extra points during the game. Mm-hmm. I'm usually caffeine free, but I decided to go ahead and hit some caffeine, so we'll be flying, hopefully.
Caffeine and sugar, my lifeblood.
Topped it off with half a Cuban sandwich for each of us, just as a little snack to give us some extra time before we actually get to eat a real meal. So should be fun. Yeah,
one of those Cuban sandwiches they press. If you ever get a Cuban sandwich at 7-Eleven, don't just like take it out the door. You have to tell them press this. If they don't have a press, just walk out the door and don't get the sandwich. If they do have a press, make sure you tell them press it nice and long so that it all melts, and then it's actually decent. It's not amazing, but it's decent for a 7-Eleven sandwich. Anyway, I'll see you guys at the game. Should be fun. Well, for others, it's not so fun for me. Fun for her.
It'll be fun.
Crazy Kerns, peace out. So I'm here at the Galaxy Skateway. There it is. Here to see Nolette play roller derby. I have a love-hate relationship with roller derby. Why, you might ask? For several reasons. It's kind of a dangerous sport and my wife is playing it, so it makes me nervous. Like, I don't like the idea of her getting hurt. And you can definitely get hurt playing. I love it because she loves it. And she has so much fun playing it, but you know, then I'm just kind of stuck going, well, shoot, what happens if she gets really hurt? It freaks me out. It's not exactly what people think. You know, they think of the movie Whip It or roller derby that they saw on TV when they were kids in maybe the 70s and 80s. It's almost like professional wrestling. It looks fake. You know, people are bashing into each other and like flying elbows and stuff like that. And that's not what it is at all. It's a completely legitimate sport. It's not professional wrestling at all. So Jammer has to get past the other team's blockers, and every person they get past after they go around once, they get points for. But there's all kinds of rules to keep them from seriously injuring each other. And you can't just like do whatever you want. It's not no holds barred. It is a full contact sport where they do slam into each other, but I guess you could say it's controlled slamming within the rules. It's a really interesting community in general, the roller derby community. I guess you could say it's more counterculture. I see a lot of like crazy mohawks, bust heads. So they get to pick a derby name. That's one of the coolest things that a lot of people hear about derby is your derby name. What that means is basically what they call you, that's your nickname that you've chosen for yourself, and it can be anything. There's all kinds of funny names out there. Some people just choose their regular name. Nolette chose Candy Kern. Like, it's a play obviously on candy corn because our last name is Kern, so she goes by Candy Kern, which is kind of fun. So she has some little candy corns on her knee-high socks, and she has a little candy corn logo on her helmet that we made. Overall, she has a blast doing it. For her first year out, from my understanding, like after, you know, she's pretty good at it for her first year. So proud of that, proud of her for doing that. Get to go in and see what this is about. All right, you guys, let's go check it out. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
This is Nolette. She's all geared up. Nice helmet. That keeps her pretty face from getting jacked up. Let me show you guys her skates. I'm proud of that. Built these things. Nice skates. Did you having fun?
Yeah.
So, you nervous?
A little bit, every time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You gonna kick butt?
Hopefully.
That's the plan?
That's the plan.
Okay.
Hopefully I'll avoid hitting people and just keep skating around them over and over and over again.
Oh yeah?
Like that's goal. So we'll see how well I accomplish that.
What team are you playing today?
We are in Melbourne playing Molly Rogers Derby Girls, I think is the name. Something like that. We just call them Molly Rogers. So my first time skating out here with this thing.
So anything you want to tell everybody?
Wish me luck. Don't say break a leg. That's bad.
Don't break a leg or ankle. Good luck.
All right, bye.
Kick butt, okay?
Okay.
So this is roller derby, or we haven't started yet. This is the rink. The girls are all out there huddling up, probably coming up with a game plan of how they can win this thing. Hopefully they'll do well. Yeah, like I said, they're usually played in kind of roller skating rinks or gymnasiums across the country. Sometimes basketball gyms or whatever. Let's see how it goes. They're practicing plow stops right now. I think that might be up next. That's the score at halftime. They're rocking. They're winning. So that's good. So we're here at halftime. How you feeling?
Good. We have a 5 almost 6 camera, 5.5 camera rotation, so it's significantly less tiring. It's fun. So
You looks brutal out there.
that's just easy. It's a cakewalk. Not really. It's fun.
I've been watching, and she's doing great. I'm not doing great. I'm not gonna lie. I almost cried a couple times. My anxiety is going through the roof as I watch her play. She's coming over to me saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" It's like you're the one who's having people.
Have girls falling and trying to take me down.
Exactly. People are trying to kill her, and she's like, "Are you okay, honey?" I'm like, "No, but I'm not okay." So that's that. So this is the halftime. It lasts like 15 minutes. She's gonna go back in there, and I'm gonna cry a little bit more, and then the game will be over.
Up off the floor,
and then my favorite part of the game will happen, the end, where she gets out of her skates and the beer. Anyway,
and
so
home safe, and then we get to go eat.
Yes, eating. That part's fun. So anyway, all right, we'll see you guys after the game.
See what happens second half.
Yep, see you after the game. Crazy Kerns. So the game's over. She survived. It was hard to watch, honestly. Not hard because I was enjoying the competition of it, but it was hard to watch her taking hits and stuff like that, honestly.
Yeah, fun game. It's all still pretty new to me playing, so kind of feel like as long as I get a little bit better with each game, each jam, then I call that a win. So overall, I think it was a pretty good win. We kicked butt and scored a ton of points, which is what we came here hoping to do.
Yeah, what was the final score? I think it was like
215 to 55, 59, something like that. So
that's a big win
good
for
game.
ORD.
Yeah, good win for us. We kind of needed it. We needed a nice strong win. We had a couple rough games at the tournament not too long ago, so this is good. This is good for us. I think overall as a team we played really well. We practiced some of the things that we've been working on, our lines and our blocking and our reforming. So technically I feel like we were together as a team. So overall, good game. Happy it's done.
Good for you. Terrible for me.
Happy we survived.
I'm happy you survived too. All right, guys. See you on the next time. We're doing something equally crazy. Yay, crazy.